Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight's channel. Froch reveals heated exchange with Joshua over fight prediction. Froch, web host, reveals that he had an argument with Anthony Joshua. The former two-time heavyweight champion insulted him by calling him a name, bragging about being more wealthy, and commenting on his physical appearance, money and class. Froch, a retired former super middleweight champion, says Joshua showed no class, and he felt that what angered him was his prediction of his next fight against IBF champ Daniel Dubois, being a close one on September 21st. Froch thinks that may have upset Joshua, who is thin-skinned and about his ability. Froch says he is mentioned recently that Joshua hasn't faced anyone who came to win since his back-to-back defeats against undisputed champ now. That's obviously common knowledge because Joshua's promoter at Hearn intentionally matched him against Froch and agrees to rebuild him after the second defeat. He had no choice but to do that because AJ's career was on the verge of going belly up. Joshua's personal attacks. He called me bad, said Froch on his YouTube channel. I went straight back at him. Who are you calling this? I have no problem with Anthony Joshua, but my honestly recently upsets people. They don't like the truth, but the truth will set you free. I was trying to find out why he called me that, and he sent back, I don't like you. I'm like, why you don't like me? What's the problem? Since losing to Ruiz and twice to undisputed champ, he came back and fought Franklin, Helenius, Otto Wallin, and then he beat Francis Ngannou. I mentioned it could be a close fight against Dubois. It could be closer than what people think. I say the reason is AJ hasn't really beaten anyone of note. There is no big name on there. Nobody came to win and nobody stuck it on him. So the fact that nobody stuck it on him like I expect Daniel Dubois to, I think that upset him and got him angry, and it's bad for him. He is lost a bit of class. His response to me and the way he went about it, he started with personal insults. He started on my personal appearance and mentioning my nose again. Where Joshua went was, it's all about the money. So he thinks he pulled the ace card out by saying, I've earned way more money than you, Froch. I'm more intelligent than you because I've earned more money, said Froch. I've shared the ring with Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. This is who punches harder. British heavyweight star Fraser Clark has named the hardest punch he's ever been in the ring with, and it isn't Anthony Joshua or Daniel Dubois, who face off in September. Joshua and Dubois both might pack a punch, but they don't hit as hard as David Price. That is, at least according to British heavyweight boxer Fraser Clark, who has been in the ring with all three men. Joshua and Dubois are set to go head-to-head for the IBF heavyweight title on September 21st. The duo pits two of the heaviest hitters in boxing against one another. But judging by Clark's recent comments, neither man can hold a candle to Price, who retired back in 2021. It's a different kind of punch, but I think that on a single shot probably Joshua just punch harder than Dubois, Clark told. Joshua comes with a bit more speed than Dubois, so they come sharp. Dubois is a real dude. I'll say it again, and he has no place in this conversation about Joshua and Dubois, but both of them two are leaps and bounds away from David Price, Clark added. That was different way. I was young at the time, probably 17 or 18, but it was an experience and good sparring. I think that he was taking it easy as well. In one punch, David Price has unbelievable power. Unbelievable. Price, who stands at a gigantic, largely failed to live up to the huge expectations on his shoulders following an impressive amateur career. The 30-year-old quitted the sport without ever competing for a world title, registering 25 wins from 32 professional fights, with his latest bout ending in defeat to Derek Chisora. As for Joshua, and Dubois. Both men are looking to get their career back on track after stinging defeats to undisputed champ now. Joshua, 34, has strung 4 successive wins together, signs his back-to-back both against the undisputed champ now, but is yet to be properly tested since then. Meanwhile, Dubois, 26, has won twice, he's lost to undisputed champ, with his latest win over Filip Hrgovic landing him the interim IBF heavyweight title. Barry McGuigan makes a defiant Anthony Joshua vs Daniel Dubois prediction. Former WBA featherweight world champion Barry McGuigan has offered his prediction ahead of the well-rumored all-British heavyweight title showdown between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois, clearly leaning towards one man. Dubois used to train under Shane McGuigan, son of Barry, until Triple D decided to make the switch to Don Charles around 12 months ago. Since partnering up with Charles, Dubois has shown a marked improvement, giving undisputed heavyweight champion now a run for his money, and then stringing together 2 career-best wins over Jarl Miller and Filip Hrgovic to position himself for a shot at Anthony Joshua and the soon-to-be vacant IBF heavyweight title. With an announcement expected imminently, Barry McGuigan maintained that Anthony Joshua would likely be too much for the 26-year-old, but refused to rule out Dubois, whom he believes to have the X factor required to possess a puncher's chance. The thing about Dubois is that Dubois can punch so hard that it only takes a split second. You give him an opportunity, you create the space, you come over the top of a left jab, anybody he hits, he can knock them out. Having said that, Joshua is the favorite, but you have got to give Dubois a chance with anybody. He was losing to Hrgovic, Hrgovic was beating him comprehensively, and then that cut happening and it was all over, but he has got a tremendous punch and you have got to give him a chance with anybody. Again, I make Joshua the favorite. AJ is the more complete fighter. He is a better all-around. He can boxing and fight, so I definitely think Joshua will be too much for him. Dubois has got a puncher's chance. Additionally, McGuigan responded to those who questioned Dubois' heart following his decisions to twice take a knee and sit out the referee's count in his 2 career defeats against Joe Joyce and undisputed heavyweight champion now. It seems that when he gets into a critical situation, when he gets tired, dare I say it, there is a bit of quiet in him. I don't want to be unfair just because he left the gym, I am just being honest. You look at the fight against undisputed champ now, and you look at the fight against Joe Joyce. Similar circumstances. People said that he quit, he had an eye injury against Joyce, and he got out schooled by undisputed champ now, but he had him down. Those are a pretty high standards that he is keeping up to. I think Joshua is the favorite, but in heavyweight boxing, it only takes a split second of a lack of concentration and you land a clean punch and then the fight is over. Anthony Joshua faced Daniel Dubois for the IBF World Heavyweight title in September. Dubois enters as a champion, but AJ is a heavy favorite. Joshua victory inside the 6th round is considered the most likely outcome. The fight odds for the Wembley Stadium showdown between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois have been revealed after the bout was made official on Wednesday afternoon. AJ will enter the ring on the 21st of September in search of the 3rd world heavyweight title following the decision of undisputed champ now to relinquish his IBF heavyweight title early in the week. Confusion surrounded the status of the IBF championship from the moment that undisputed champ now beat Tyson Fury in Saudi Arabia last month to become the undisputed champ. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.